What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I want to talk about what does a second chance mean to your narcissistic ex. Now, all of us have went through a breakup, whether we broke up with the person or they broke up with us. And a lot of times, during the separation, while we go through what we go through, we may be thinking about giving them a second chance more than anything. And that's the biggest mistake we make is going back into the relationship without, you know, looking at what caused the breakup in the first place. So we don't never really take the time out to fix anything. We just go back into it because we kind of miss what we wish it was, or we just have this false hope that things will automatically be the way that it should be and that our partner will give us what we deserve. And a lot of times it don't work out that way, but sometimes it do. It all depends on the person who you are with. But when it comes to a narcissistic partner, when you give them a second chance, what a second chance means to a narcissist is revenge. And I'm just being straight up with y'all because that's what's going to happen. They're going to get their revenge and they're going to be slowly plotting on how they can punish you for having the upper hand, having the guts, having the balls to walk away from them or to call it a quits or to take a break or whatever it was during the time that you weren't together. So what second chances look like to narcissists is, okay, now I can start to manipulate them again, gaslight them into believing that they did something wrong by holding me accountable. They hate to be held accountable for their actions and the way that they treated you. So they want to take your mind away from that. And that's how they gaslight you by pointing out things that you may have said or did during a heated argument that led up to the breakup. Because a lot of times when we're just at our wits' end with anyone, not just a narcissist, we say things and we get it off our chest. Things that we have been holding in for the longest. Now, when we do this with narcissists, it's like that's all they hear. And even though it's the truth and we gave it to them, straight up and raw and real, when we give it to them like that, that makes it even worse because all they hear is criticism for things that they did do. You know, all they hear is that you're putting them down. And so for that, they have to punish you. They refuse to be held accountable for their actions. They're not going to admit to their wrongs. So even if they apologize, you know how they are about those slick apologies because it's always a, well, I'm sorry if you felt like that. That's not an apology. Or I'm sorry if you took it the wrong way. That's not an apology. But a lot of times, all we hear is the I'm sorry part. And then we consider taking them back. And that's all they need. We make it so easy for them to come back into our lives and make it, give, and cause just a living hell for us. They slowly begin to destroy us all over again because we don't make them do the work and make them sweat and explain themselves, make them uncomfortable with apologizing. Even though we still shouldn't give them a second chance, but we should make them work for it. Make them hustle for taking us, for us giving them a second chance, even though we still shouldn't do it. Just give them a benefit of the doubt and see just how serious they are about it. But again, what a second chance means to a narcissist is revenge. Because you shouldn't have done that. How dare you break up with me? How dare you put me through this time away from you? Because they have such a strong sense of entitlement, they never seen this day coming. And so now that there may be a chance that they could get you back, you better watch out. You better be careful what you letting back in. Because these people have a very, very strong evil presence within them. They are the evil presence. But with inside of them they have this strong spirit of revenge and anger and jealousy and envy and just all the things that will hurt you. When you give the narcissist a second chance, they're not going to work harder into showing you that they've changed for the better. They're just going to work harder into convincing you that you were wrong for cutting them off. And that's all they want you to think about. Again, the arguments leading up to that breakup, that's what they're going to keep bringing up to you. And I can't believe that you put all that in the text. They're going to keep bringing that up more than they're going to apologize. I can't believe that you call me this and you call me that. And you may be like, yeah, I said it because it fits you. And that's what you were doing. And that's what you said. And that's what I went through with you. Yeah, I said it because it's the truth. So this makes them even more angry with you, which makes them want to punish you even more. And trust me, that new supply is still on the side. They just haven't showed their face yet, but they're still on their side. They didn't hesitate to meet the new supply or go back to an old one because they don't care. They'll give you that time to heal just so they can hurt you all over again. That's what happens when you give the narc X a second chance. Revenge. Another thing that happens when you give the narc X a second chance, I'm going to just give y'all quickly a backstory with my ex from way back in the days. I remember when we would get back together, he would point out, I can't believe you did that. I can't believe that you had threw my stuff out. I can't believe you took my stuff to my mother's house. Stuff like that. Why are you pointing out the things that I did in response to you hurting me? See, that's what they do. They want to gaslight you into believing that you did them wrong. You had no business responding in that way through the pain you felt that they caused you. They want you to pretty much apologize to them after they hurt you. And they still really haven't taken the time out to show you that they've changed. Because they're not going to change. They're going to do just a little bit to keep you strung along, but not enough to keep you fulfilled and satisfied. They're not. They don't operate that way. They're very selfish. And they're very vengeful. And they're out to get revenge on you the second time around. Because it's like they never really seen you as equal, as a partner, as a 50-50, a give and take. They seen you as beneath them, but they see themselves being entitled to you. So to them, they don't owe you nothing. But they're going to do what they need to do to get what they want out of you, which is mainly sex. That's all they care about is sex. That's why when you give them a second chance, notice how when they haven't been around you in a long time, so they haven't seen you in that way. So their eyes are just focused on that. And you can be in a whole nother conversation with them, but they're not really listening to you. They're not hearing you because their eyes are focused on your body. The narcissist's main focus is the flesh. They looking at your body and how fine you got since y'all haven't been together. They worried about the wrong things. They don't miss making love to you because they never made love to you to begin with. They were having sex with you. It's a flesh thing with the narcissist. That is what gives them supply, what they could benefit off of, long as they can drain you any way possible through the flesh, through having you beg and explain yourself, you know, even through your tears. Anything that drains you of your energy, that's what benefits the narcissist. So trust me, they wasn't missing you and all that kind of stuff. They never loved you, you know. They didn't. The narcissist never loved you. You were just a convenience to them. They were able to benefit something off you that made them feel good. Your whole existence is just a high to them, you know. So another thing that, narcissists, the way that they look at second chances is, um, say for example, you may be spending a day together now since you're back together. And you're listening to music and y'all just chilling and you vibing to some good old love music. You feel like, okay, we good now, we good. So this is what you on right now. Okay, so now they want to change the channel and play something different. Notice the type of music they pick is the kind that it kind of throws subliminals to you. The type of music that make you think you've done something wrong. I remember when my narc ex, y'all remember the soundtrack from Baby Boy? And there's a song on there from Marvin Gaye, and he's telling his woman that he's leaving her. I can't be with you no more. Just songs like that. Those are the type of things that he kept playing. I'm like, why you keep putting that on repeat? And it's like they tried to put that inside your mind that you have done something wrong and that you deserve this type of treatment. When it's really them. They really talking about themselves. That's what you should be playing for them. But instead, you're so in love with the ideal of being in love. You want that so bad. You that's what you're into. So that's the type of music you're playing because you want to make this, you want to bring that moment into existence. But that's not what's going to happen with narcissists. They're going to ruin the moment for you all the time. They're not feeling it. They lack empathy, so they're never going to really feel you. There's never going to be that love and compassion there for you. They don't care that they had hurt you. They just back in the groove because they're benefiting off of it. They don't care one way or the other about being in love with you again and the title of, being this couple again. They don't care about that. They getting something from you though. But it ain't gonna never be the love and commitment that you long for with them. It's a flesh thing with the narcissist. For all they got their mind set on somebody else that they planning on sleeping with tonight, who they had been with while y'all were broken up. Because that's just how downright dirty they are. You'll never be the one. That's not the one for you. You just fooling yourself and wasting your time. Wasting your time and your energy most of all. They are energy vampires. And they sucking it right on out of you every moment that you give them. Narcissists do not deserve a second chance. But that's what second chances mean to them. Revenge. It's going to be worse the second time around.